Morning, everyone. Ooh, I got 10 o'clock straight up on my phone, or my wrist. I think we're about a minute from. I woke up with a scratchy throat. No concern though, because I was cleaning the chicken coop yesterday, so I got a feeling I didn't like that. So, anyways. Give me another minute and we'll start. Right, remember, you can always watch this at any time. You can also do as much as you want, or as little, or and just remember. So if you only stay with me for like 15 minutes, that's totally fine. Whatever you want to do. Just remember to Shavasana at the end. So that corpse pose, or we're laying down, or we're just relaxing and trying to clear our mind and relax our bodies. Try to do yourself a favor, and if you have to take off through the practice, just go into Shavasana, even if it's for like a minute, and then go on and do whatever you need to do. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started today. We're gonna, this is our Thursday class, so it's a little bit more advanced, so just remember that any modification that you want to do, go for it. So you can do as much or as little in each movement that you want. You can always just come to your breath and just hang out wherever we're at, and just breathe, okay, until we get to something that you want to rejoin us in. All right, so let's go ahead and have a seat on your mat. We're going to start like we have a couple times this week, with our knees open, toes together, and then drop yourself down into that child's pose. So we're just going to give our spine a nice little extension here. Maybe you want to take your head down to the mat. It's up to you. Reach through those fingertips if you can. Allow yourself to start coming into that breath. Nice deep inhales through the nose. And exhales to the bottom of the belly. Go ahead and relax the body as you just sit here and breathe. Remember, we're always listening to our body. It is what we use to guide us throughout our practice. So when things are causing us any kind of pain, then we try to back off a little bit. If it's, just that we're stretching maybe a little bit more than we usually do, there's no pain associated with it, but we're just feeling that stretch, and go ahead and breathe into that. Okay, let's go ahead and walk ourselves up. And bring those knees together. We're going to wake up those toes this morning pretty early on. So I want you to take your toes to the mat. So your toes are actually going to curl under, and you're going to sit back. Now that may or may not feel wonderful to you, and you're just going to hang out here as long as you can. So let's inhale the hands up. And exhale. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale. Good. Inhale, lift the hands once again. You're going to take that left hand and grab that right wrist. And then bring that right wrist over to the left. So if those toes are starting to give you a little, like, I don't like this anymore, go ahead and drop down to the foot, okay? So just drop down and you'll be fine. Whatever you want to do. But feel the stretch on the right side of your body. All right, inhale coming to center, exhale to the opposite side. I always like to start off with this stretch. Good, inhale to the center. Go ahead and exhale those hands down. You can come down off the feet now. All right, let's take that right hand and we're going to take it over to the left side and reach the left fingertips out. Just a couple breaths here. And then just rotate that gaze towards the armpit. Hand comes to the back, bringing the head down. All right, release that. Opposite side. So left hand comes over to the right ear, reaching the right fingertips down. It's probably better that you just listen and watch right now because I'm not mirrored right now for you. Go ahead and rotate the gaze towards the armpit. And bring your head forward. All right, let's just release some tension in the neck. So bring the chin to the chest. We're nice and slowly, we're going to drag that chin across the collarbone. Look over to your left. And we're going to look up and take it over to the right side. The chin comes down, and then we're going to drag it down on the collarbone. Good, and back up. Up and around. And dragging it back down. And make sure we take it nice and slow. And up and around. And down. Coming back to that center point, and then we're going to take it over to the right. So drag that chin along the collarbone, come up and around, and then drag that chin along the collarbone once again. All kinds of popcorn going on in that neck of mine. How's yours? You hear the popcorn? Or maybe it's cellophane? One more time. All right, maybe rolling those shoulders back nice and slow. Maybe you can feel like all 4 points there. All right, cool. All right, let's come on to that tabletop. And we're just going to start with those hips side to side. We're going to rock those hips forward and back, looking at those wrists. Okay, coming into that neutral spine. Let's go ahead and drop that belly. Drop down, look up, oh, inhale. Exhale, bring that chin to your chest. Roll the back away from you. And inhale, come up. And exhale, chin to chest. Again, inhale up. Make sure your hands are nice and wide here. Create a good platform. Exhale, chin to chest. And one more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, chin to chest. All right, cool. So let's take back to neutral. We're going to take that left hand first. So we're going to take that left hand and inhale, reach up and look up. And then we're going to immediately exhale and bring it down to the mat. So left hand goes down to the mat. Left cheek goes down to the mat. You can reach the right hand out. Keep the hips nice and high as you reach here. So there's a little bit of a twist here, like a little spinal twist here. So just breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring that right hand to the side. We're going to inhale. We're going to take this left hand all the way up and follow it with our head. Inhale, lift. Good. As you exhale, I want you to reach through once again. Reach, 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 reach. And inhale, up. And exhale, reach. Inhale, up again. And exhale, reach through. Good. Go ahead and release that down to the mat. Okay, Right hand's gonna come all the way up. We're gonna follow it with our eyes. And then reach through, and we're gonna drop that shoulder down to the mat. Okay, so the right shoulder's down, left hand can come up overhead. Keep those hips nice and high as you breathe here. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take that left hand down. We're going to inhale, come up. We'll take that right hand all the way up, follow it. And exhale, reach through underneath the opposite armpit. Inhale up. And exhale, reach through. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, reach through. And go ahead and bring that hand down to the mat. Okay, go ahead and rock yourself from side to side if you want, forward or back. And then we're going to take those hands. Remember, hands once again nice and wide. We're going to take that left foot and send it all the way back. Okay, bellies to back here. The hips are nice and square to your mat. Go ahead and send that right hand forward. So your spinal extension here. We're going to hold here for just 3 breaths. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take your left foot over to the left. So we're going to open up right here. Good. Go ahead and drop those toes down. Tuck the toe on your right foot and drop into kind of like a child's pose. So you're feeling that inner thigh stretch on your left foot, or left leg, I'm sorry. All right, let's inhale. Come up on those hands. We're going to lift the left leg up, take it back, and then pivot your right leg. So we're going to come into a kind of like a modified side plank. Okay, so raise that left hand up. The left leg is straight and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Bending that left knee. We're going to try to reach the outside of that left foot and then push the hand into that, or push the foot into that hand, kick it out, and keep your balance here. You can look up to the ceiling if you want. Try to challenge that balance a little bit more. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that. Release the hands down and bring that knee down to the mat. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to take that right foot back. Keep those hips nice and square. Keep that belly to the back and reach the left hand out. Good. We're going to breathe here for 5, 4. Really reach through the fingers and the heel. 2, and 1. Go ahead and open up. Your left hand goes to the left and your right foot goes to the right. Good. Drop those toes down. Tuck the toes on that left foot and push back. So really feel that stretch. Good, let's inhale, come up. Keep those hands, we're going to lift this right leg up, take it back, and now pivot into that side plank here. So you can keep that left leg bent, go ahead and look up, keep the leg out, keep the belly tucked for 3, 2, and 1. Bending this right foot, we're going to reach back with our right hand and kick that right foot into that hand as you breathe here. Maybe look up if you want to challenge your balance more. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release it all. Bring those hands down to the mat and knee comes down. All right, let's push into your first downward facing dog. So tuck those toes,
Lift the hips up. Make sure those hands are nice and wide. Go ahead and pedal those legs out. Release that tension in the hamstrings here. Keep the belly nice and tucked. All right, let's look at those hands. We're going to step our feet forward. Lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Good, hands come to the side. All right, we're going to build on some vinyasa here. So coming to the top of your mat, let's inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to lift halfway, flatten that back, the crown of the head reaches out. Exhale, fold once again. And inhale, come all the way up. I want you to open up to that cactus right here. Open up. Look up. Good. Inhale the hands up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Open up into that cactus. Chest up. Look up. Belly to back. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold once again. Lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale all the way up. This is our last one. We're going to open up into that cactus. Holding here. Keep that belly nice and tight. Shoulder blades coming together as we look up. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hands to the side. Here we go. We're going to take 3 full vinyasas. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flatten that back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step your feet back and lower down. Flatten those toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. So remember, you're here for 5 breaths. Keep the belly nice and tucked. Try to straighten those legs up a little bit more, but you can always just keep a bend. I'd rather see a flat back than a bent, than a straight leg, okay? All right, next inhale, look at those hands. Step your feet forward, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold, and inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the side. Good. Inhale, lift those hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Bring those hands down to the mat. Step your feet back. You can always jump back if you want. Exhale, down. Flatten those toes. Inhale, lift and look up. Tuck the toes and lift the hips. So you're here, belly to back. Spine is nice and long. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Next inhale, look at those hands and step your feet forward. Lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the side. One more time. Inhale those hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Hands come down to the mat. Step your feet back. And lower down. Flatten those toes. Inhale, lift. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look at those hands. Step your feet forward and lift halfway. Exhale, fold, and inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the side. You guys warm? All right. So let's take the feet about hip distance apart.
And take those hands to our hips and inhale the crown of the head up. As we exhale, I want you to try to fold from the hips forward. Okay, take the peace fingers around the big toes. So you can always bend the knees. I'd rather have the belly close to the thigh with the bent knee to straighten the back than I would straight legs and rounded back. Okay, so inhale, reach the head crown forward. And exhale, take the crown of the head, point it to the mat. Trying to draw yourself deeper if you can. If your legs are straight, try to draw yourself deeper with the elbows pointing out to the side. Keep the belly tucked here. All right, we're going to inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, so you just place those hands on your hips. And then inhale, come all the way up. So we're going to bend into the knees here. We're going to stay warm. So bend into the knees. Make sure you can see those toes. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the hands up into your Utkatasana. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, take those hands down to the mat. It's going to be a little bit different than we just did. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. So here's our difference. We're going to take that right leg. We're going to point it up to the ceiling. We're going to take that right knee and bring it to the right elbow. So inhale, round that back. And exhale, push back. Good. Take it across the body. So you're going to take it over to the left. Inhale, round that back. And exhale, push back. Good. Let's do that again. To the right. Inhale. And exhale. Again to the left. Inhale. And exhale. And to the right. Inhale. And exhale. And over to the left. Inhale back. Good. Go ahead and come into your plank. And you can drop that foot back. Or you can hover it, float it, exhale down. Good. Inhale, lift. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. All right, take a breath here. And let it out through the mouth. One more time. And let it out through the mouth. Okay, left leg's gonna come up. So same thing. Inhale to the left elbow. Exhale back. Inhale, right elbow. Exhale back. Good. Inhale, left. And exhale back. Inhale, right, and exhale back. One more time each side. Inhale, left. And exhale. And last one, inhale, right. And exhale back. Coming up to the top of your plank. You can drop that left knee down. If not, come down. Flatten those toes. Inhale, lift. I drop my knees. Tuck the toes. And lift the hips. Good. We're going to just breathe here. I'm going to release all that hot air. All right. Let's look at those hands. Step your feet forward. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and bend those knees. Inhale, lift into your Utkatasana. Tuck the tailbone, look down. Do you see your toes? Good. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, come to the side. Good. All right. Let's take a big step out to, I think, your left. All right. It's a big step out. Hands come to the hips. We're going to inhale, lift the crown of the head up. Make sure to tuck the belly back. If your butt sticks out, go ahead and tuck the tailbone under. So tailbone under, belly to back. Crown of the head reaches up. Kind of try to pigeon toe those feet. And we're going to inhale. And exhale as you fold forward. Take those hands down to the mat. You're going to flatten your back here. And then exhale as you walk. Maybe those hands come in alignment with the heel. You want to use your hands to kind of draw the crown of the head down. So point the crown of the head to the mat. Engage your Mula Bandha here. Keep the belly to your back. And kind of try to bring the weight of your body towards the balls of your feet. So really, I just don't want you sitting on your heels here as you're breathing. And we're going to inhale and walk those hands out. We're going to exhale as we place those hands on our hips. And then inhale to lift our body all the way up. Good. All right. Inhale, reach those hands out to the sides. This time, these thumbs are going to take, we're going to take it right to your back. Okay, so the tendency here is your butt, your bottom to stick out. So we want to tuck the tailbone under once again, gauging the belly to the back. Chest forward, crown of the head reaches up. As we exhale, go ahead and fold here. We want to try to reach that crown of the head down, but we don't want to compromise this the shoulders away from us. So we want to keep those shoulder blades kind of working together. Keep the belly engaged and the Mula Bandhas also. Okay. And remember that weight, if it's sitting on your heel, try to move it a little bit more forward. Push that chest forward. I know this is a lot. It doesn't seem like it should be hard, but it certainly is a challenge. And then inhale, come all the way up. Good. All right, maybe shake out those hands. Inhale once again. Reach those hands out to the sides. Take those hands behind you. And now we're going to clasp the hands together. Okay. Inhale once again. Reach the crown of the head forward. Chest comes forward. And then exhale as you fold forward. So now allow those shoulders to kind of open up. Maybe push the shoulders away from you here. And again, check your balance. Where is it? Is it on the heels or is it towards the balls of your feet? Is your belly engaged? How about balance here? How you feeling? All right, we're going to inhale nice and slow as we come all the way up. Good, breathe. Relax those hands. Go ahead and exhale to step to the front of your mat. Relax. Take a nice deep breath here. Let's inhale those hands up. Exhale. Just going to connect our breath again. Inhale, lift. And exhale. All right. Take back that right leg. Or I'm sorry, the left leg. Left leg's going to come back. Okay, I'm going to try to keep my toes pointing forward as much as I can. I'm going to bend into that right knee. Keep that belly nice and tight. All right. Lift the hands up. Good. And now on that back toe, or the back foot, I want you to lift the heel. So maybe you're going to wiggle that toe out a little bit more. So we're kind of in a runner's lunge right here. Shoulders come down away from the ears. Good. Drop yourself down into a nice bend here, belly to back, as you breathe here. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend that left knee all the way down. Now you can touch the mat or not, and then inhale back up. So you can straighten that front leg. Exhale down. Maybe touch the mat or not. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale down. And inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale down. And inhale, go ahead and lift up. All right, we're gonna pivot. So we're gonna use the long edge of this mat. So toes are pointing forward. And we're going to bring the hands to the hips as we squat down. So you want to try to squat down, and we're going to try to hold here. So let's come down as far as you can, and we're going to hold here. All right. It's a nice hip. Maybe adjust your feet so that your body is comfortable here. Okay, being mindful of those knees. So you don't want the toes to point forward. You actually want them to pivot out. Okay, go ahead and inhale, lift all the way up, and then exhale down. Good. Inhale, lift. Keeping the glutes tight and the legs are working here, and exhale down. We're only going to do one more. Inhale, lift. Use those glutes. And exhale down. Good. Inhale, lift all the way. And step to the front of your mat. So we had that left foot back. We're going to take that right foot back now. So remember, toes are pointing forward. We're going to bend into that front, left leg now. And then take your heels off the mat on the right foot. So the toes are the only thing on the ground. Inhale the hands up. Good, we're going to take a couple breaths here. Good, now exhale as you bend down, trying to touch the ground, but maybe you touch it or maybe you don't. Inhale, lift. Good, exhale down. And inhale, lift. And exhale down. And inhale. And one more, exhale down. And inhale, lift. Good, go ahead and step to the front of your mat. I won't make you do the squat thing again. All right, let's come into a balancing pose. Always good to check where we're at. So let's take that right foot into the mat. We're going to take that left foot off to the side. So remember, you have options on where you want to put that right foot. Just don't put it into the knee. We don't want to push, we don't want to mess with the knee. All right, find a nice balancing point. Keep the belly nice and tucked, chest forward. Reach the crown of the head up. You can engage the Mula Bandha and focus on something ahead of you as you breathe. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and inhale those hands up. And exhale, go ahead and release everything. Good. Shake that out. All right, find a good spot for the opposite foot. And take that right foot into the thigh. All right, so find a nice spot to focus on. Engage the Mula Bandha, the belly to back, crown of the head reaching up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale those hands up. And exhale, release those hands. And release everything. Good. All right, stepping to the front of your mat once again. Let's go ahead and take that left foot back. Okay, we're going to take that left foot back, coming back into that runner's lunge. And we're just going to lower ourselves down, okay, all the way down. Good. So keeping our body nice and tall here, we're going to lean into this right knee. So if you need to wiggle those toes out a little bit further, I want you to have some distance so the knee doesn't go over the toes. You're going to feel a nice stretch to the front of the leg here. Go ahead and exhale back. So you can straighten that front leg and fold over it. You don't have to fold too much. You can even stay nice and high here, but we're just going to feel the stretch on the back of this right leg, or my right leg, might be your left. All right, bend that right foot, or the foot that you have in front. So for me, it's my right. So I'm going to take my left hand in the inside of that right foot, and I'm going to open up. So right hand is going to come up to the ceiling. I'm going to look up. Little spinal twist here. Keep the crown of the head reaching forward, so not to collapse it into either shoulder. All right, so we're going to take another modified side plank, or you can take a full side plank. We're going to pivot this left foot, because my left knee's down. I'm going to take my right foot out. So I can stay here. I can lift this right leg, okay? Or if you're really ambitious today, make sure you have a nice platform, and you can take yourself into a full side plank. For 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and drop that hand down. Come up to the top of your plank. Okay, we're going to exhale down. Tuck those toes and lift those hips. And then tuck the toes once again and push those hips up. All right, from here we're just going to take the left foot forward. Okay, we're going to stay on the toes of the right and inhale up so that we're right where we were before. Okay, now we're going to exhale as we bring that right knee down, my right knee. Keeping ourselves nice and tall, we're going to lean forward. So remember, if you have to wiggle out that left foot, go ahead and do so. Just so your knee doesn't go in front of those toes. Good breathing here. I know everybody's warm today. I'm warm today. All right, go ahead and straighten that front leg. You can take the toes up if you want. Hands come down. So wherever you're at, even if you're on your knuckles here, we're going to just try to find that stretch in that left leg, the back of the left leg here. And breathe. All right, bending that left foot. I'm going to take my right hand on the inside of that right foot. Open up for my spinal twist here. Bringing that left hand up to the ceiling. You want to look at that left hand if I can. If that's too much for your neck, that's fine. Take it wherever you can. Okay? Go ahead and pivot your right foot back. We're going to take our left leg out to the side. So we're getting ready for our side plank. You can keep your toes down. You can lift that leg again. Or if you want to, you can take that left leg out too and hold on to that side plank. Good breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then drop that hand down. Those aren't really breaths. That was just like a hold. Nobody breathes that fast. And exhale down. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. All right, right here, we're just going to come into a seat on your mat. Okay? So go ahead and have a seat. Whew. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe raise those hands up as we inhale. And exhale down. Coming back to that breath. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Feet flexed. We're going to inhale the hands up once again. Exhale, fold forward. So maybe the peace fingers wrap around the big toes. Maybe you grab the outside of the feet
maybe you just grab the calves, okay? So straight legs, or you can bend those knees and take that belly to the knees, or to the thighs. Push that chest forward, shoulders back, okay? So you have lots of options here. But remember, this goal is for the back to be straight, the spine to be extended. Not necessarily for the knees to be flat. So, all right, inhale, come up. And let's take those fingers about 6 inches behind us. So those hands are 6 inches behind. We're going to push that chest forward. Point those toes. So we're going to try to touch the big toes onto the mat. Okay, as we lift those hips up, push the chest away from you, and drop the head back. Breathing here. For 3, 2, and exhale down. Good. Okay, let's take that left foot, and we're going to try to bring it in to the right thigh. So half lotus, if you can. If you cannot, just drop that foot on top of the left thigh. Okay, keep that left foot flexed. And if you're working on your bind, or I want you to take your right hand around and try to grab those big toes. If you can, hold on to them. Everybody inhale those hands up, and then exhale, fold forward. So we're folding over to the left foot. And breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, come up. Good, go ahead and release that. And take that left foot now. So left foot comes into half lotus, or you can just drop that left foot anywhere on top of that right thigh. I'm going to reach around, grabbing my left toes if you want to with your left hand, flexing that right foot. Inhale up, and then exhale, everybody reach forward. Always being mindful of your knees here. So sometimes a good help is to actually squeeze the thigh and the calf of that bent knee together, and it kind of releases anything from the knee. But if your knee just doesn't like this position, don't try it. Just put that foot up top on top of that thigh, and you're good there. It's just a different stretch for those hips. Inhale, lift. Good. Okay, left leg is straight. Now it's gonna seem super similar, and I know we've done this a few times. So just take that right foot into that left thigh. Square the body over to the left. Inhale up, and then exhale, fold. So remember, the hands have to meet. So wherever you're at, the hands have to meet. So don't have one hand in front of the other. Good. Breathing here. Keep the belly nice and tucked, chest forward. Look at your toes, or you can look at your navel, whichever is more comfortable for you. And make sure to breathe. Good. Inhale, come up. Let's switch sides. So left foot comes in, right foot straight. Inhale, lift. Square your body over to your right as you exhale, fold. Good. Tip that belly to the back. Look at the toes or the navels, whichever one works for you. Good. Inhale, come up. All right. Taking that right foot, we're going to bend that right knee. Taking that right hand behind you, flexing the left. Inhale, lift the hands up. Remember, if you're expecting, I want you to open twist. Not this way, the other way. Good. Breathing here. Keep the crown of the head nice and tall. That'll allow you to breathe better here, okay? So the taller your spine is, the longer it is, the better the breath. take 3 more good breaths here for 1, 2, and 1 more. Good. Go ahead and release that. Coming over to the opposite side. So left foot bends, right foot is flexed. Inhale the right and take that hand over. Good. Keeping the body nice and tall. Remember that left hand should be as close to your back as possible, or your butt as possible. Not touching it. Unless you're just like that upright, which is awesome. All right, inhale, come forward. All right. So this is fun. This is, I know my ladies in my class always love this. So we're just going to end with a couple more things. So we did this, I think one of the other days. So you have options here. You can keep the feet crisscross here. You can take 1 foot into your half lotus if this is what you have available to you. Or if you have the full lotus available, you can go ahead and take the full lotus, okay? So whichever position is works for you, take it. I'm going to move my little mic over a little bit more towards the front because we're going to roll on our backs, okay? So you may or may not want to do this. You choose. But I find this a little bit fun and it's a nice little core workout. So you want to engage the belly. Again, belly to back. So I like to start here. It's a nice tall chest. And we're going to roll around. So I'm going to roll to my right. I'm going to try to roll in 8 movements, okay? So you can watch and then you can start. So it doesn't matter if you do 8. If you do it in 10, that's fine. 12, that's fine. All right, so let's have fun. Go ahead and roll around. Oh, I think I took 9. I did. Okay, when you get around, keep your legs however they are. Okay, if you are just the cross-legged, try to just touch the little toes or as little as your foot is possible. We're going to take our hands a little bit in front of our hips, okay? Bring the knees in as much as you can. We're going to lift up. So this really has a lot more to do with your lower belly, the strength of it. Your Mula Bandha, tightening that area as well is going to help keep you lifted. And then if you happen to have blocks, you can put blocks right beside and press into the blocks. That'll help you lift a little bit higher, okay? So ready? We're only going to count to 5, so it's not even 5 full breaths. We're just going to count to 5. All right, inhale, lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then drop down. That wasn't too bad, right? All right, let's untwist those legs. We're going to straighten those legs out on your mat. And we are going to lay all the way down. Bring those hands up over the head. As you inhale, I want you to tighten every bit of your body up. And exhale, release everything. Again, inhale. And exhale, release everything. Good. Go ahead and bring those hands to your sides. Maybe open up those feet to the ends of your mat. Try to walk your mind from your toes throughout your body, releasing any tension in the muscles that you still may have. Relaxing those shoulders, those hips, the hands and the feet. Walking your mind through your face and seeing if you have any frown lines. If you do, just relax those muscles of the forehead. And go
ahead and allow yourself to rest here, closing those eyes, coming into your natural breath. I'm going to watch the time for you as you rest here. As you slowly begin to bring yourself back to this moment, begin by wiggling your fingers and toes, moving your head from side to side. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and rock yourself. Dropping your knees to one side and using your hands as a pillow to rest there. Taking one final breath before coming up to a seat at the top of your mat. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me today here in SoCal. We still have some sun, some clouds, so try to get out there. It did me a lot of good yesterday, so let's take a couple breaths. Let's inhale the hands up and exhale. Good. Inhale, lift those hands up and bringing those hands to your forehead for positive thoughts, to your lips for kind words, and to your heart for a thankful heart. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I love seeing the people. Give me a comment and we'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Bye everyone.